My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Monster Train 2. Stygian Underlegion. Ooh. Does it have to be the Proto Hard Gauge? I mean, at least we have Flesh Weaver, although it's more mass Flesh Weaver. Good thing we also have Flash Freeze to deal 3 damage and 8 Frostbite for 2 stacks of flesh removal. 2 copies of Gooey Flask in the base deck, as well as a Moral Mistress. Great. That's also going to give us the ability to give Decay to enemy units. And Sap, all at the same time. Hell yeah. Sarah Paterna's chosen of Savagery at the very end, so I'm going to have a way to take down the Rage Wings. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Incant triggers an additional time, and I have Soul Guard? Oh boy. Oh boy. So, Soul Guard by default has Incant gain 1 shard. It will now be Incant gain 2 shards. Stasis with Resurgence. Cast as many as I can on that floor, and then eventually just pop you out of that, and everything will be fine. Cold Channel. It's Titan Channel. That's what we want. Although I'm also going to need to get a frontline unit. Well, not really a frontline unit. Soul Guard's the frontline unit. I think I can throw Moral Mistress down there. This is excellent. Get to cast 4 spells down there already. Oh, that's so annoying. I can't reach the Collector by exactly 1 damage. Oh, never mind, I can. I gotta put the Spear Steward in front, and then it'll be okay. And then I can play a Spear Steward on the top line. Foregone Power will discard the correct card. Hey, there we go. That's all we needed. Spore Touch, Spore Touch, Spore Touch. And then we remove 26 stacks to end up with a 208, 213 unit on the bottom line. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I think it might just get him. Offering token for all of the reasons that are obvious, and some of the reasons that aren't. Glow Up, Advance, Propagate 2. Huge fan of that. I do definitely want to get another Stygian unit, because anything with Incant is absolutely ridiculous. Good lord, Dualism, come on, just give me the right unit. You, how dare you! Oh, that sucks. Cold Kellier and Icy Silophyte. Oh, these are some of the... I think there's like 3 units that don't have an Incant trigger associated with them, and these are 2 of them for Stygian Guard. Units. Cold Kellier, Icy Silophyte. Next page. Yep, and Titan's Edgery. Great. There's out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of 9, there are only 3 that don't have an Incant trigger, and we get offered 2 of them at the same time. I think that's rude. I think that's mean. Granted, of course, we are being given the choice to take a sweep unit, and we have Sarah Paternus at the very end of the run, so we should probably consider it. Let's take Cokelia. Wow. Dualism on Moral Mistress and then give it 10 health and 20 regen? No. Large Stone for Cold Kellia. No, you really want Quick, if anything. Pretty much exclusively. Oh, this sucks. I reroll. Incant gain armor 2. It's not bad. I'm gonna give that to Moral Mistress. I'm gonna give Multi-Strike to Coquelia. And we're gonna just keep making our way for the moment. But so Moral Mistress, Soul Guard, eventually Coquelia behind, so I'm probably gonna go Capacity from the very first. Get him, Coquelia. And then a Sport Touch for thee. Thank heck I've been building up all this armor. Oh, absolutely. Gotta Googlask him. Then Sport Touch, Foghorn, pop out, and we're done. I mean, yeah, I'll take the second offering token, thank you. Proliferate, propagate 2 on all units. Yes, please. Now, do I go to a Merchant of Magic followed with an Undelete? I really don't want this to be a 2-line run. With what we have, it should be one and done. Merchant of Arms. I mean, there are some runes I could have my arms twisted to care about. There's a lot of equipment I could care about, though. Eh, you know what? What if it's just got the Swift Steel Dagger immediately in the store for us? What if it does? What if it just has that? What if it has that and then I can play it deployably on Coquelia at the very start of each fight and that's done? What if that happens? Then what am I gonna do? There's also Mitosis Cap here, the ability to permanently dupe units. This clan combination, I don't feel like that's an especially good idea. Maybe if I mini-stoned Moral Mistress? Maybe. Combine 2 cards into 1. Roll. Nope. None of those are going to be especially relevant. Let's hit the Celestial Alcove first. Oh. Oh, is this new? Hey, this is new. I haven't seen this before. The rail opens into a vast stone hall. Murals occupy the walls, depicting angels and demons side by side, fighting against titanic figures. A reliquary, as ancient as heaven and hell itself, sits upon a pedestal. Its presence is familiar, as if it was forged in the same magic as the rail. It hums softly, traces of its waning power still lingering within it, yearning to bind allies together once more. Will you use this ancient reliquary? I can manifest an ally strength in order to draft a rare card from my allied clan. I can manifest an ally's gift in order to draft an ally artifact from my allied clan. Okay, so it's always the allied clan. Or Pact of the First Armageddon. Drafts only offer selections from your allied clan. That's definitely not what I want in this run. I'm going to just get an artifact from my allied clan because I've spoken so many times before about how some of the most busted artifacts in the game are the Underlegion artifacts. And hey, they're not letting me down here. The first Spellblade each turn has cost -1 for each 15 cards in your deck. The Reliquary bestows you a gift from an ally. As you depart, your eyes linger at the mural of the Titans, the divinities who shaped heaven and hell. You cannot help but feel that history has found a way to repeat itself. First thing, gotta Flash Freeze you. And then Gooey Flask. Gooey Flask? I only get one incant on the bottom line this turn, but we're gonna... Yeah. We're gonna be peeling pieces off of this guy. Flagellant is one away from dying after this? Only I had... I mean, we've carved a lot of damage off Flesh Weaver already with the sap as well as the mass removal. Yeah, I'm gonna need to add some damage to that top line. Oh, never mind. The Flagellant will take itself out in time. That's good. Offering through a Vengeful Shard. I mean, I can claw up the boss. Stack additional Sap, Frostbite, and Decay on you. Yeah, it does seem pretty good. Fortunately, I'm currently about to take 21 damage next turn to the Fleshlings, unless I throw Proliferate up there instead. And even then, I only save myself 7 damage. I think I'm probably better off just using all of these spells on the bottom line, trying to get as much safety out of this as possible. Yeah. I just got to pop out as the 80-80 there. Thankfully, all of the Fleshlings spawned on the bottom line just died very quickly to Colkelia already. You take 20 damage at the end of the next card. Yeah, so Chosen Flagellant's already not getting to the top line. There we go. Hey, we've carved all of the flesh off the Flesh Weaver at this point. Great news. Yeah, kind of how I figured this one was going to go, but you always hold your breath a little. Woo! Racking Pain. We do get large debuffs on the enemy. Ancient Synergy so that it can start smashing through enemy frontline. Only really relevant if they have like a large frontliner, basically, at that point. Spike the Stygian, consume 1x Sap, 5x Frostbite. Not especially relevant right now, but maybe in the future. Give me double stack or something like that, maybe. Guard of the Unnamed. I mean, Guard of the Unnamed right now is... It's a moral mistress that... Like, it's just moral mistress, basically. I think there's probably an argument that I don't take it. That I don't need it. Because it's only... It's not offensively powerful. It's only defensively powerful. And Moral Mistress is performing almost... Like, with the amount of spells that I'll be playing and the doubling of the incant, is performing almost exactly the same role. Except it also has the ability to give decay to enemy units. Got to take capacity so I can overstack that bottom floor. Look, I could go to Merchant of Steel, and I could look for Quick. Dualism would be pretty good. Moral Mistress, now incanting for 2 armor and etching for 16 decay would be really good on you as well. And then I also have a dupe next to it. That's probably what I'm most scared of. I don't know where that dupe would go. Alright, give me the trinkets then. With Resurgence 2, we are going to get 12/12 per stack. Oh wow. Units get an extra upgrade slot. Reasonably relevant. Yeah, especially if I'm going to be only trying to run with 2 units. Ever-churning soil, that literally just draws me a card every turn. Don't know what to tell you. Draw a card every turn. Gain an energy every turn. I know I mention it every time I play Underlegion, but it's because it's so ridiculous how much better their relics are than everyone else's. Just across the board. It's so good. Even their only like clan-specific relics are really good for their clan, but also for other clans. It's wild. And yeah, I'll take the units, get an extra upgrade slot. Starter cards cost -1 would only affect Spore Touches right now. And yeah, it's more incant triggers for sure, but those are also some of the cards that will cut most quickly from the deck. I want to go rare Awoken draft pick here. Yeah, it's for the Awoken Rail Spike in case you were wondering, and there it is. Yeah, I stand by the direction I took that. Ooh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, Kel is usually really, really bad for incant builds, but our incant just increases the size of the unit, and then eventually our big unit just beats up the enemy. And it's completely fine under those conditions. Oh, incredible. Do I just hit a giant Awoken Railspike turn 1 then? I think so. As much as I want to cast all of these spells, I think this is probably going to be way better. Hit you a Stygian. Yeah, I even end up casting similar amount of spells. And now I've 0 costed a lot of spells as well. That's pretty good for him. Let's just drop the Gooey Flask and then Calcified Ember. Oh no, Huey has heard another dog bark somewhere 3 streets over and it's echoed through. No! Now he thinks there's a dog in the house! Another Spear to your top line does literally 0 damage to the enemy who has Titan Skin. Alright, that makes sense. Let's Spore Touch. I think this is right? And then Gooey, then you have no damage? You can go to the top, but you're not going to deal anything to anyone. Damn. Exactly the card you don't want to discard. Oh, also, short on taking out the Scar Sentinel top line. Oh, I'm not going to be able to change that, am I? Nope. Alright, do the exact same stuff on the bottom line again. Woo! Boss spawns in after this, so we're okay. All I need to do at the end is pop out a 500-500 to fight the boss personally, and we're all good. Get him. Ooh, Glacial Seal. Incant to apply Frostbite 2 to enemy units. No, I think it's just Titan's Tooth, considering I already have the 2 offering tokens to cast it. Incant Seal, like, yeah, you can double that and do 4 incant to all enemies. It's just not really gonna contribute. How true is that? Maybe it's not. Give me the seal. Why not? All units propagate 1 at the end of combat, I mean. I kind of want to put that on the bottom line. You know what, actually? No, give me Mushy Room. I'm going to play Mushy Room on top line, so that if anyone, like in that previous fight, needs to just lose a little bit and then go to the very top, they can do that. They don't need to include me. Ooh, Mansion of Steel... Titanite for the Moral Mistress? Sure. I'll roll. Interesting. So I could Smidge Stone, like, Moral Mistress and then dupe it if I wanted to, really? I mean, I could also just give Quick to Colkelia instead. Yeah, that opens up a lot of different things that I can give Colkelia instead also. Austin Health, regen 15. Not necessary. Boiler Room. Did I didn't take a room for the lowest floor. Perfect. Boiler Room is ideal then, because I'm going to be sweeping a lot of enemies on that floor, baby. This one's a little sad, because I end up just duping the best card here. It's just going to be another Awoken Rail Spike. Unupgraded, but especially with the amount of energy I'm capable of producing, going to be ridiculous. Also, the more likely I draw that earlier, the better off I will be. Still give 15 damage to Colkelia, even if it doesn't also carry anything else. Let's drop Incant Seal, then Awoken Rail Spine, draws 4 cards. Nice. Spike the Stygian literally just to get another cast out. Plus, Flash Freeze, Sportage, Borgon, woo! Yep, Mushy Room go top line. Big Awoken Round Spike. It's okay, buddy. There's nothing out there. Yeah. Just sapped a huge amount of damage off Colkelia, but I can't really commit to a path where I don't just keep casting everything I can cast. Bottom line. Throw a Spear Steward on top, recognizing that it is going to die. Oh, if I throw one additional after this, unfortunately, then Colkelia won't even be attacking. She at least needs to connect to be able to give Frostbite to the enemies. Can you stop sending me these GD shield bearers? Thankfully, Mushy Room is going to give 6 negative damage to both Blightbound Guardians before they ascend. Very helpful. Nice. Hell, we almost get this without having to do anything else. Almost. There's a huge Reliquary, and then I'm just going to crack open our 500 unit. If you don't have one of these, I gotta recommend you get one. They're so useful. Do I have another Merchant of Arms soon? I do. I don't care about that Merchant of Steel, so that'll be my Merchant of Arms, and I'll take Merchant of Magic next. Guardian Stone is entirely unnecessary in a world where I already have double Moral Mistress with Titanite, double Incanke. Let's take Titan's Tooth. As I was debating earlier, dig deep. No. That'll be a hard skip across the board right there, I think. Okay, Merchant of Arms in the next area, because... No, but my units... Well, not all my units, only one of my units has the ability to carry another upgrade. Okay, never mind. Merchant of Magic. I mean, remove consume is a very powerful thing indeed. Then I'll spell chain a offering token. I'll reduce the cost by 1 of a Spike of Stygian. Then I'm going to reroll. The reason I have to reroll here is because I get -2 cost and consume, which needs to now go on Awoken Railspike, which now can't consume, so it just draws an additional 2 cards by base, and then holdover on the spell chain offering token. Plus 10 magic power, not really going to move the needle. Exile's Diadem? Is that important to me at all? No. Nor is Fight Club. Nor is Weapons Cache. They're all distractions from what I need to be actually doing, which is just incanting ridiculously. Next is so obviously draw to me. Mushy Room, big ol' spike for the boss, and then 2 incant triggers on the bottom line. Yeah, it's not a great opening. A little bit more damage on Corkelli would really go a long way. Oh, this is fine. Gooey Flask, and then that sets up everything I need to then continually go Gooey Flask, Spore Touch, Proliferate. Now everyone's really sad, and then I even get to Foregone Power for a bunch of Frostbite. Kale's only doing 2 damage now. Woo! Ooh, boy. Okay. Cast this one first, so that then I can benefit from that, and then use Offering Token to thin down my hand before playing the Awoken Railspike. So you'll be sapped at the end of combat, which means you arise and then you will die before you get anything else. Sounds correct to me. There's that boiler room we needed. We'll glow up the boss because it's so useful. Oh my god. Hello, Awoken Railspike. Hell, I'll even thin down my hand for you. Draw 4 cards, use their costs, including the other Awoken Railspike, but I can only play 1 per turn now, which is a completely fair debuff that they gave it. Look. Yeah, again, Fallen Execution will die in time. We're fine with that. the free Titan's Tooth. No need to do anything about the top line. It's already managed itself. We've generated like hundreds of armor on Moral Mistress, and we're taking half damage there as well. Good lord. So what stops this run? 500 health enemies, and we're going to be running into a couple of those in a row in the Seraph Eternus fight, so that's going to be a real rude awakening for us. I mean, I can just play this Awoken Rail Spike. It doesn't have to do anything. You know, 58 Frostbite on a single unit. Maybe the Glacial, maybe it's a thing. Get me Cuddlebeard. So it's actually 8 instead. I mean, the beautiful thing about this is I don't even have to pop out Soul Guard for us to win this fight. Although I will, we absolutely don't need to. 1,320, 1,325. That's a good stat line for old Soul Guard right there. Applied Decay equal to 5 times sap. Is this maybe the run where I can make that do something? Ancient Synergy is a lot better if I have a lot of magic damage. But because I don't, it doesn't even really delete the frontline enemy unit. It's 140 damage. 150 damage, but... No, I'm gonna take Deadly Variant. Let's see if I can do something. This was our Merchant of Arms, if I recall correctly. I mean... Damn. I'm gonna take the Bloodthirsty Blade, I'm gonna merge it with the Swiftsteel Dagger. Because that's the offer of permanent damage scaling. Unfortunately, the Boiler Room, I'll make you deployable, but I'm not going to be able to play you deployably anymore. Because I just spent that mana elsewhere. Both Spear Stewards. Hopefully I get a relic or something that allows me to play it. Titan Channel 3 gives us 15/15 per stack of Shard. Start battle, enemy units per each floor. With this set of enemies? I think I could set up high. If I can get away with that, having Cole Kellier up here, wearing that equipment, Moral Mistress, Soul Guard. It's just, this gives me the, Boiler Room. Yes, please. It gives me the ability to have Cole Kellier collect a huge amount of slays, which is absolutely needs. I will take out the Deafening Herald because I don't want to prevent the silence, the Slay trigger rather. And then everything else just gets cast on top line because that's where things get cast. I mean, we've already given, so what, 419? We've already given 9 permanent damage to the merged equipment. It's only the first 2 rounds of this fight. The Working Railspike wants to draw my entire deck right now. I'm sorry, you can't do that. I will Titan's Tooth, but only because it only kills 1 enemy, and it also gives me additional energy. Alright, a Working Railspike, draw 9 cards. Also reduce all of their costs by 1, thank you. Yeah, it'll do. Spore Touch will kill Deafening Herald by the time it's relevant to me. Working Railspike for another 8 cards, lowering a bunch of costs. We have single Flash Freeze just to finish off the job on the bottom line. Rude. If our Gladiator is currently threatening to go directly to the top line... Oh. Okay, I may need to pop out Soul Guard here because I do need to kill that of our Gladiator because I'm buffing it a bunch. Yeah, so now what else I do need to do that. I was wondering if I could get enough sap on it that, like, Deadly Variant would be able to finish it or something. There you go. Thankfully, because we only have to deal with 1 500 health unit, except for this final line, we're okay with this. It's going to get a bit worse when we get down here, so I might actually opt to throw some additional damage down on that bottom line very early. Well, I guess I still do care about incanting on the top line. That Chosen Prayer Stone is going to be a huge problem. Oh, never mind. Soul Guards. Never mind. Soul Guards got the fight. We're okay. Brief moment of absolute terror, followed by complete harmony. We will be fine. And not able to take out the Evound Gladiator in the backline. Yeah, I should have just awarded all of the DOT damage to the backline the entire time. Oh, wow. Golkelia, you survived. I mean, I can't cast anything without you dying in response, so I will definitely just let you live. Okay, so by the end of this battle... Where's the equipment? There it is. So this was 19? 29 damage. It's pretty relevant. Named Tom, sick as hell. Inhale feels entirely irrelevant. Merchant of Arms doesn't feel good. Maybe I would dupe the merged equipment. No, it's not especially good. No, it's just going to be Merchant of Magic, Merchant of Trinkets. Thank you, Artificial Firestone. Coming in absolute clutch, giving me the ability to play Boiler Room as well as the merged equipment in the opening. Exos cards that cost 3 or more. Exos cards or cards that cost 3 or more have Permafrost. Nope. Actually, yeah, that gives me the ability to just hold an Awoken Rail Spike for the next turn if I draw one after playing one. 50% chance to remove all buff effects from an enemy when it enters your train, or on turn start, spawn 1 per 20 cards. Yeah, that's 1 on each floor. Yeah. I mean, Merchant of Magic offering double stack for the deadly variant, and then Permafrost to... Oh, the Spike of the Stygian's already Permafrosted? Oh, right, because it's an X cost. Forgot about that. Well, I'll give Permafrost to the deadly variant, and then -1 cost to Spike of the Stygian, so I try and make a bunch of sap on a single target. Move a single card from the deck. That's... I mean, after a point, it's got to be the Shield Stewards. But actually, I can play an additional Shield Steward in the deployment phase and we'll be fine. So I'll take the negative cards out of the deck then. For Foregone Power, Energy, and Seraphiturnus. We are under exceptionally little threat here. Spike the Stygian immediately in the opening hand? Yes. Oh, but I have to deal with the bottom line first. Damn it. Why did that have to be the card to discard? I'm not gonna launch back to the top of the turn just because that happened. Not thrilled about it though. At least I've got the melee weakness removed from Moral Mistress, so that should make things a lot easier. One hopes. thank heck. Enough casts on that floor got us through. Unfortunately... okay, never mind. The Chosen Zealot will die as it ascends here, so that's okay. Mushy room at the very top. Not a moment too soon as well. I do want that Terrifying Amalgam to die before it gets to the top, but honestly, it's not a risk, because it's got 6 health when it gets to the top, and then it can just take a hit to the pyre by itself. Really, I want to mute you so that you don't deal 10 damage to me over the course of the next 2 turns. Sap. Only got 1 sap on Seraph Eternus. Not to really care about using the Deadly Variant just yet. Okay, so both of these die before doing anything to me. Terrifying Amalgam on the next floor, a little less clean. I've got no sap for them, damn it. Oh, if that's sap in his hand, everything's so much better. I mean, there's the spike of the Stygian, but is it too late? Oh, I'll use it now. Of course, that's the card we discarded. So Deadly Variant, you have 4 sap on you right now. This will give you 40 decay, which is 120 damage at the end of every round. Look, if that's the best that I can do, it's not like this is the best sap setup, but still, I would have assumed it would do a bit better than that. Reasonably healthy. Oh boy. I think we probably very much are at the point that I just pop out Soul Guard and just deal with a couple more of these enemies. Yeah, I don't need to be leaking that much damage. I wish I had a more repeatable source of sap in this deck at this point. I do have my mushy room on the top line. It's not like I've been turning down sap left and right. I can't really do anything about that top line. Oh well. Realistically, I only need to go into the last fight with about 30 HP. I mean, 50 if I want to be comfortable, so I think my 75 currently will do. And more damage from the next floor up, though. Ugh. Other than that, though, job's a good one. $55 damage taken in that fight. I'm going to say 32 damage taken in this final fight. Oh, this is great. So I'll be fine against Savagery. As long as I cast something down here. Oh, no, I have to cast two things down here this turn to survive, right? 7, 10. No. I think if I cast the Unnamed Tome down here by itself, I should be okay. Which gives me the ability to Giant Spike the Stygian Dominion, saving a lot of HP for our characters. And that'll save our bottom line. And then I also have the Deadly Variant to add a bunch of Decay to Dominion, who's probably going to be the one that takes the longest to kill here. Yeah. 180 additional damage each turn. It's like hitting with the Pyrelite another time. Oh my god. I just realized what I did on that first turn. Boiler Room was placed on the wrong floor. Which, it's problems. It's not good. It's wrong, incorrect, bad, actually. Can't let that be the case. No, sirree. You get him, Huey. Working around Spike draws us 2 cards. I'm really hoping the offering is, the Titan's Tooth offering still happens, thank you, because it gives me back additional energy, which allows me to play additional cards. Which if that isn't important, I don't know what is in this run. Glacial Seal, bottom line is now fulfilled. Happy to get rid of the Spore Touches, some of the least useful cards in the deck at this point. Let's proliferate and glow up to add much more silence to savagery on the top line. And then I can use an Awoken Rail Shard, draw some cards. Beautiful. For 7. Lowering all of their costs as well. Even more silence for you still? Good lord. I really feel like I should probably just pop out Soul Guard now and just start smacking. Yeah, Dominion's gonna lose in this line. I'm just gonna gain my 800 damage. I really don't need to hold on to that for any period of time. Sick. I don't care how much damage I gave you. I did not give you 800 damage, so I'll be okay. Just gonna keep silencing exactly that one guy, why not? Well, I feel like I'm probably not going to lose 32 health in this fight, unless I now choose to turn around and actively start taking damage. Like, if I make it a priority of mine, maybe I can. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, the Awoken Rail Spike of it all. Of it all. Draw 10 cards, lower their costs. I love that Awoken Rail Spike event. You know the event that gives you the Awoken Rail Spike? It's written differently. It says draft the rare Awoken card, but it gives you the Awoken Rail Spike, and I love that about it. Good event. I mean, sometimes I wish it could give you a different card from Awoken. Nah, I'm kidding. No. It's actually fine as it is. Ignore me. It just seemed bugged, because, you know, all of the other ones you can get a rare card from whatever class it happens to mention, whereas this one, Awoken Rail Spike every time. I just don't... You know, maybe I should submit that as a... I'm being fully sarcastic, just in case anyone thinks I was actually about to submit an errant bug report. I would never do that. I would never do that to you, Shiny Shoe. Mm-hmm. All right, and that one will finally do it. Another Pyrelite. Absolutely not necessary. Hasn't been necessary for very long. Just gonna see if I have the ability to take care of you. Yeah, put him in the front line, obviously. That'll take care of him. I mean, they have stealth. But it'll still get there. Look, you did kill Dominion a bunch of turns early, but also, I guess maybe 2 turns early? It probably saved me some time here. Entropy was definitely the worst of these ingredients, and it's largely because it's only the frostbite that was dealing damage to it, because I don't have a second line to actually deal direct damage to entropy, but that's fine in this instance. Glacial Seal ended up doing a lot of work for a card that I was like on the edge about whether or not it would include. Spike the Stygian, every time I see you, I'm like, you could do so much. And granted, you saved us a lot of HP, and you did stuff here. That said, I really feel like you kind of need double stack by default, because otherwise you pale in comparison to the mana cost per sap compared to many of the other options in the game, especially considering many of the other options in the game, when you do that, you will also reduce the cost of it or give it double stack. So a lot of the time you're giving 6 sap for 0 energy, and then having a consume card that is 1 per X, and then 5x frostbite, which is kind of negligible. Strap them both together, yes, they can be a little below value, but it feels like this is pretty much always below value, at least for me. Which I only find, worth mentioning, because here in this run, I specifically took it trying to play against that, trying to swim upstream against my opinion on that one. And also, same with Deadly Variant. To be fair, Deadly Variant with only, 3 cards in the deck that support it, and each of them not giving a huge amount of sap, probably was never going to be especially useful. Oh, but just imagine it with the Enchantrell. Oh, just imagine it in the perfect run for it. Woo! Shot applied! 688. Hell yeah! That's the most shard we've applied to a Soul Guard. And also, we started with an Incant Seal and we started with Soul Guard, so yeah, that makes sense. That makes 100% sense. Fun run. It was also really nice to very early be able to call the appropriate shot of like Colkelia, Moral Mistress, bottom line, we're just gonna go. I will have to also shout out the huge support that was given to us by Mushy Room, where I don't have the damage to take out the big enemies. I can just sap their damage away and then let the Pyre take care of them. Worked really well. Heading back to the outpost, I'm going to tell you that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is my series playlist for all my content of the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add above the thank to, and a special thanks to this episode to Cold Hard. Hopefully you're living and enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.